Hey guys, welcome in. Let's see what's going on. I'm not gonna put a time limit on this one. I've been doing like 24 hours and stuff, but I've also been called to do that. I really only do things that I've been called to, unless I really curious. But my God, my angels, I'm open to receiving messages for the collective, and only for their highest good. I do not allow any kind of evil, negativity, or anything in. Ooh, okay. All right. Are you talking? You got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. And the Six of Swords in reverse. All right. What else? What else we got going on? So you need to get organized. Someone here needs to get organized because you're feeling stuck, but you're stuck because you're not organized. So whether it's that you need to declutter your home, declutter your desk at work, whatever it may be, because you're also feeling overwhelmed. It's almost like you're kind of procrastinating a little bit, that you don't want to, so it's kind of like maybe almost ADD, ADHD type thing of like, you've got to get this done. You see all this stuff around you. You need like a to-do list. And then you kind of like, you're looking at it and you're like, oh my God, I've got all this stuff I need to get done. I want to get done. But then you just get so overwhelmed and then nothing gets done. Does that make sense? Because I go through that a lot. The best thing for you to do is literally to make a to-do list. Okay, whether it's on your phone, whether you literally write it out. I love writing them out and I love marking them off. Okay, that way you can actually stay, because I'm seeing somebody, they're showing me, because so apparently we must connect on this some way. Like if you're trying to get your home decluttered and you're trying to get it cleaned up and doing things like that, stay in one room. Okay, one room. If you leave that room and you see something else, go back to that room. Get one room fully 100% done and then move on. Because what tends to happen is you're in one room, you go to another to do something for that room, and then you see something in that room, and then you do that, and then you're like, wait, what was I doing? And then you go back to that room, and then you end up right, and you're doing all this stuff, but it's almost counterproductive because you don't ever get one room fully completed. Okay, so they're definitely showing me task lists, marking them off, and they're like, stay in one room. Okay. What else is going on? So that was specific for someone. I think we're moving on to someone else in this collective that there is some emotional baggages with the Six of Swords in reverse and unresolved issues. And it seems like this person that you're dealing with, and it could be you too, that your emotions are so all over the place. Like you're very much going from one extreme to the other. Okay, so definitely kind of breathe. Take a step back. Figure out, what is it? Okay, is it really worth all the extremes? I can tell you right now, it's not. You're not going to get anything accomplished. Even conversations are not going to be able to be had if you cannot center yourself and get more emotionally stable, I guess I should say, emotionally mature, and be able to hear someone out and see from both sides. That's weird. Someone here might be in the military. I'm trying to process why they're giving me this song. Okay, hang on. I have no idea. They're giving me the Star Spangled Banner. And I was like going through the whole thing, trying to figure out, is there key points in this? But I think they're really just like harping on, that somebody here is in the military. And I think there's some like, maybe some baggage, some unresolved issues with that. Maybe that is also, maybe PTSD has to come into with the extremes. Which emotional baggage, deals with that as well. and that there is unresolved issues when it comes to that. So they're saying they're saying to seek help. I don't push anybody any other way. Take it as it resonates and to your discernment. You have to do what's best for you. But they are saying reach out. Okay, reach out, get some help. It is fixable. It is relatable. It is very common. You're not crazy. You're not weird. Someone here is getting very emotional because I can feel it. It's like rising. And they're saying everything will be okay. Just give it a little bit of time, but definitely reach out. Okay, with the Two of Cups, and it is in reverse, so disharmony with someone here. And again, with the, was it Temperance card in reverse, it just going to the extremes, and that everything is really out of balance. If you also the person that is having like going to the extremes, and not necessarily, because this is for anybody here, not just necessarily the military person, whether you're a vet or actually still in active duty, anybody that is kind of, if you're feeling like you're very overwhelmed, you're going to extremes, you feel like something's off, and you feel like something's off for a while, they are saying to seek help if you need that. There are certain things I can't say on here. Again, take it as it resonates. Leave what doesn't. Use your discernment. You are still an adult. You are still a human being. But possibly, there might be possibly something more going on there. And they are, showing me possibly if you could go the natural route, or maybe you do, maybe need some medication for a little while just to balance you out, and then maybe possibly get off of it. That's something to talk with your doctor about. I'm not a physician whatsoever, and I'm not going to give you, medical advice. But they're definitely saying, whatever it may be, get checked out, okay? Four of Wands is in reverse, with the Four of Swords being upright. Okay, interesting. And then these are not turned over. Yeah, so definitely things going on at home, some conflicts going on at home. Maybe somebody's having a hard time transitioning right now. I see somebody kind of moving, so maybe you're disorganized in that way, and it just seems very overwhelming with that. Oh, that's so funny that I just yawned or whatever, because the Four of Swords is about getting rest. Okay, it's about really contemplating things. It's about restoration and restoring things back to its equilibrium, is what they just said. And I don't even talk like that. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't talk like that. So definitely imbalanced for sure, which is what the Temperance card is, lack of balance. Which is also the Two of Pentacles. I was sitting there, I was like, isn't the Two of Pentacles that way? And they're like, yeah, the Two of Pentacles, that's also about balance. And because it's in reverse, things are very out of whack. And I really am getting, it's a mental state right now. I feel like some kind of tower moment happened. It doesn't necessarily have to be a negative tower moment, but it's definitely something that made memory, like lack of a memory, lack of productivity, lack of motivation happen. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a negative thing. It doesn't have to be a breakup or someone died. It could literally be you had a kid. Okay, because that can really throw your equilibrium off. It throws your hormones off. It throws everything off. Okay, so if you are feeling tired and you are feeling not yourself, you're feeling a little bit more down, like as if it's maybe even postpartum. Thank you. I kept getting post, and I'm like, post what? What's the next word? I have 4 kids of my own, so I totally get it. Going through a little bit of postpartum, even if you're like in a little bit of denial, because they're kind of showing me like no, I'm fine. This will pass. No, I'm fine. They're saying maybe possibly, go get that checked out a little bit. Maybe it's not as fine as what you think it is, and you don't want it to get any worse. Okay.